Alright, what's up guys, keeping coded, and if you've been watching this channel for a while now, you probably know that I have stayed the exact same speed at 3 for around 3 years. And honestly, it's pretty unfortunate. I wouldn't wish this on even my least favorite cuber, but today that all changes because I think I found a solution to actually get faster. Before I tell you guys my completely genius solution to get faster, I want to tell you a little story about swimming. And so back in high school, I swam competitively, and if I'm being completely honest, a lot of my improvement was based off of external motivations. And so whether it was a coach yelling at me to go faster or teammates cheering me on as I raced, these things were really able to motivate me, push me in order to ultimately help me reach my goals. So one day I had the idea, because there's basically no one that could help, motivate me with cubing, what if I literally just created a robot that would do exactly that? And so today, that is exactly what we're going to be doing. In this video, I will be creating a Rubik's Cube motivating robot that will help me get faster at 3 somehow and eventually help me reach my goals. But none of it is going to be possible at all if I can't even create a robot in the first place. So in order to make this robot, I will instead use a ClicBot. Now for those of you who don't quite know what a ClicBot is, it's essentially a modular robot that introduces you to the world of coding, particularly with artificial intelligence and, you guessed it, robots. And so without any further ado, let's get building. Alright, well, that was quite the introduction. So yeah, this is my ClicBot. Honestly, this thing is absolutely adorable. Like, I showed it to all my friends and they absolutely love it. I honestly feel like it has so much personality, and like, you can interact with it also. So for example, like, let me put my hand over here and all of a sudden it will just like look up. Yep, there you go, and then it's so cute, what the frick? Honestly, looking at this thing right now, it feels as if I'm like in a movie and this is like a completely CGI character. It can also do some other things, so let's say that I just like touch it over here, for example. And yeah, it just reacts accordingly. So yeah, a ton of different types of things that you could do. Alright, now turning it off really quickly. This is essentially kind of like the base state of the ClicBot. However, there are tons of different types of bits and pieces that you can attach onto it. And so this is essentially my entire collection of pieces. And yeah, you can basically connect every single one onto the ClicBot, and you can create just different robots every single time. And so let's say that I want to create, something with wheels. Well, I have some wheels over here, so I can make it, and they can literally just, roll around with these wheels. Let's say I want something with legs, I want it to walk around. Well, good thing that we have legs over here. So yeah, super versatile. It honestly does so many different things. Now you might be wondering how you actually control this ClicBot, and a lot of it is done through this app. And so through this app, you can connect it to your creation, and you'll code it to do certain things when you make certain interactions. And so let's say that I wanted to, maybe jump a little bit. If I touch it right over here, well, I could code it on the app, and as long as I do the code correctly, it'll actually do that. On top of this, you can also download a bunch of other people's robots on the app, so it's a really nice community where people just share their creations and essentially try out other people's design for yourself. Now once again, my goal for this video is to create a ClicBot that will basically react to my solves if I get a certain time. And so if I get a good solve, I want it to be like, super happy and start just like, moving around and start celebrating for me. If I get a bad solve, I want it to just like, be sad and just look down maybe. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And so yeah, let me just, just connect this little ClicBot right now and start with my creation. So let's see here. I will definitely need something like a sensor that will be able to kind of track whether or not I'm done with the cube. And so this is the distance sensor. So once I finish a solve, I could just stop the cube, and using this distance sensor, then it'll be able to track whether or not I actually finish it. I'll probably need a ton of different types of joints as well. These joints are honestly super helpful. Just really helps the robot move and have its personality. So let me just get some of these. One of these longer pieces would be pretty nice. Let's see. Do I need wheels? Probably not. Okay. I'm just gonna get building and we'll see what I create. So yeah, let's get started. Alrighty guys, so I have now finished my robot, and so excited to show you guys. 3, 2, 1. And there you go. And so I just thought this was going to be a really cute design. So you can see, you know, it basically has the distance sensor over on the right, and so this is essentially going to help me be able to track what time I get and see if it's warrants a celebration. And yeah, like, you know, here it can move a little bit. I wanted to make sure that it could, you know, just stand on its own. You know, I didn't want it falling over mid-celebration, and so yeah, this is what it basically is like. Alright, so here comes the hard but really cool part. So essentially I need to go on the app now, and I could basically connect over my robot with it and code basically what movements does what. There's an entire interface for this, however it's pretty simplistic, and so I don't think it should be too hard in order to code this robot to celebrate once I get a decent solve. And so yeah, I'm just going to be doing this on my phone now, and so I'll see you guys in a bit. Now, despite my channel name being called Keeping Coded, I actually don't really know how to code whatsoever, and so this was something very new for me. However, the interface on the ClicBot app was really simplistic, which made sense. This definitely is an entry-level interface where people who are even younger could understand easily, and by the end, this was what I got. And so yeah, I finished everything, and you can see, yeah, it's basically just a small little line of code, you know, coding the robot to do whatever I want whenever I wanted to do it. Honestly, I was really nervous in terms of how hard it would be just because I have really no coding experience, but yeah, it was pretty chill. Anyways, so now let's see what this robot can do. And so once again, right here is a distance sensor attached to the robot, and basically I coded so that if I put my hand over, it'll start a timer, and I'll basically just show you right now. So hand over, and it'll say ready over here. I actually had to, like, you know, write this myself, and then it'll start. Almost done, and at 10 seconds. However, if I start the timer and let's say I get a 1 second solve, boom, I'm done. Then it'll make a very happy noise, and look, the robot's happy. So now that we have the robot all up and ready, we are going to essentially do a challenge where I do 10 solves, and we're going to see how many of those 10 solves I actually get under 10 seconds. And so yeah, we'll just scrub my cube a little bit more. So put my hand over, ready, and go. Oh my gosh, I think I'm getting like pretty nervous. Oh my god, I'm getting nervous, yeah. I'm definitely getting nervous. I don't think this is gonna be it. Yep. Okay, so first solve done already, and first loss. Honestly, you know, doing this right now, it makes me pretty nervous. I feel like when I'm just solving a casual setting, you know, we'll just like look at the cube, solve normally. However, you know, doing this, I feel like there's someone watching me, honestly. Like, you know, when you're solving in front of relatives and all of a sudden you start just messing up every single algorithm, that's basically how I feel with this little robot looking me in the eye. So, you know, it's definitely a little bit of added pressure. However, that is very good because that's exactly what a competition is. So I feel like that's a very required step. Okay, solve number 2. Now that I know kind of what to expect, hopefully this one's a little bit better. So ready, and go. So, oh my god, so close. Oh my gosh. Okay, at least it was better than the last one, and because it was better than the last one, it's only up from here. Next solve. This is so much harder than I thought it would be. Ready, and oh, it was so close. Okay, so basically, if I solve it like right at 10 seconds, it basically doesn't count because it's counting if I get under 10 seconds. On top of that, the distance sensor takes a little bit of time to actually register, and so because of that, I'll actually need to go around like 8 seconds, honestly. But you know what? This could teach me perseverance, you know? Someone keeping me accountable. Ready, and go. Okay, oh my gosh. That was pretty fast. I solved it at like 8 seconds, not gonna lie. I think that makes you pretty good at cubing. Okay, 6 more solves. Ready, and go. I messed up that algorithm. He wasn't even solved. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm like getting nervous right now, and this is so much harder than I thought it would be. Okay, I'm gonna keep on going now. 6 solve, ready, and go. This might be like the hardest cubing challenge I've ever done in my entire life. Like, I have never consistently failed so many times in the cubing challenge on this channel ever. But you know what? It's during the toughest of times where we figure out who we really are. Okay, I'm so dramatic. Let's just continue solving. Ready, and go. Oh, messed up already. What's really getting me right now is a lot of the algorithms. So during like mid-algorithm, that's essentially when I'm messing up a lot of times. Okay, we have 3 more solves. I have 3 solves to make everything right. Ready, and... I'm so slow. That was not fair at all. You guys saw that, right? I easily got the time. What the heck is going on there? I'm counting that one as a win. Honestly, screw it. Okay. Anyways, last solve, and we are almost there. So, final finish line. Ready, and go. Okay, well, that was so much harder than I thought it would be. I honestly was feeling pretty confident. I was like, you know what, 10 seconds, not that bad. I could probably get maybe half of them. You know, I definitely can do it easily, but definitely shouldn't be that hard. But granted, this robot gave me the biggest challenge of my entire life. But despite how hard that challenge was, I had so much fun. That was honestly a great time. You know, my personal experience, I feel like cubing with this robot just feels so much more intense. It basically simulates competition for me, in which the nerves are on, your hands are getting sweaty, you know, like you're looking at the cube as you're doing your final moves so that you can make sure that you're on time. And you know, when you get a good time, there's some type of incentive. When you get a bad time, it decentivizes you as well. But yeah, really fun time. And honestly, I am very surprised by the fact that I was actually able to make, you know, a Rubik's Cube timing robot just out of this ClicBot. If you go through the ClicBot app, you're actually able to see just so many different type of creations, and you're able to make whatever you want to. And it's honestly really easy. So if you want to ClicBot for yourself, you can make whatever you want to. So if you just want, you know, a fun little robot that you could mess around with while you're working, that could work. If you want to make a robot that could go around on wheels, let's say, you know, that works as well. Or if you're like me and you want to make a Rubik's Cube robot that basically times your solves, then you can do that as well. And you could adjust the time whenever you want to through using the code on the app. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I'm going to shut this robot off now. And there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give me a like, subscribe. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.